I showed him a picture. I see a house, he said. There are some coats on the bench. It looks like a family lives here. It was probably taken a long time ago. He looks at this picture and sees a house. She looks at this picture and sees a house. You look at this picture and see a house, but I look at this picture and I do not see a house. I see the corner of a car that the woman my father had an affair with drove. It is a dark green Subaru, which ironically turned my mother dark green with envy. Car windows can distort reflections, and my mother never looked at herself the same way again. I hear my sister screaming. She is 12. My stepmom is cutting the mole from the base of her back because she doesn't believe in modern medicine. She will give birth to 2 kids without a single painkiller, and they will both grow up to hate her. I see the Eugene, Oregon mailbox that my dad and I painted with rivers and suns and daffodils, but then it rained and the paint washed away because it wasn't permanent. Nothing was permanent, and it only revealed what we had all tried so hard to hide. I smell my dad burning the lasagna as he tries to please my stepmother and prevent another marriage from going up in flames like the dinner in the oven. I see an empty yard which is now full of handmade tables and chairs, a chicken coop, a greenhouse, a garden bed, a porch swing, an archway, all things my dad built so he could build something permanent, because his life just kept falling apart and he couldn't construct 2 perfect daughters out of plywood and nails, so he went off and tried again with a new wife in a new town with new kids because somebody told him that practice makes perfect. I taste the cleaner in the air because the house has been scrubbed spotless because my father has OCD, and it is the anniversary of the day that his own father went down into the basement and took so many pills, too many pills, he never got up. And maybe that's why I hate Advil. I feel my brother's eyes on me as they look for help while their mother sits crying at the Thanksgiving table. She left before dessert was served, and they're so little they don't understand. They don't understand how love can fall apart. They don't understand that marriage is held up with paper wrists and that the biggest lie that anyone ever told was I do. They don't understand that eventually you stop seeing your lover as the still point of the turning world. They don't understand that love doesn't last. I see the door that I walked through to an empty house because my father had been sent to rehab because when he hit the bottle didn't hit back as hard as we did. And my stepmom took the boys to their grandparents, and everybody forgot to tell me, forgot I was coming, forgot he was my father, forgot me. I feel salt. I hear broken glass. I taste red. I smell stitches. I fear fighting. I feel bruises. I see a lie. And he looks at this picture and sees a house. And she looks at this picture and sees a house. And you look at this picture and see a house. But I look at this picture and I do not see a house.